हेलो दोस्तों, दोबारा हाजिर है एडमिंटन में मैं मनीषा आप लोगों के साथ एक नए चेहरे के साथ। मैंने आपसे वादा किया था उषा माँ के साथ साथ आज हमारे बीच में और एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पर्सनालिटी मौजूद है और वो और कोई नहीं, ही इज नन अदर देन Brian Webb. Hi Brian.
Hi.
Hi.
So nice to meet you today.
Thank you. You are very welcome to our Sarvakal Live program. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Okay, so Brian, without wasting time, I just want to ask you that if you just let us know a little bit about Miss Usha Gupta.
Well, I met Usha Gupta in 1996.
Okay.
And she started talking to me about how she would like to do some professional dance concerts in Edmonton.
Okay.
And so, starting in 1996, the Brian Webb Dance Company has produced all of Usha Dance Entourage, all of their professional works to date.
Okay. Okay.
So, of course, in a period like that, our relationship started quite formally. But by now, we've become very good friends, and we've also become artistic collaborators.
That's very right and true. Yes, Brian. So, 32 years here in Canada, Miss Usha Gupta, she is here. So, what is your views regarding her journey here in Canada, about her struggles and today's platform?
Yes. I mean, this is a very big question, isn't it? For certain, there were struggles. I think anybody, anywhere in the world, who becomes a new immigrant to a certain country is going to have struggles.
That's true.
But the thing with Usha is that she exudes positive energy. And she's a most giving person. And she's a most giving person in terms of community. And so by the time I met Usha in 96, she had developed a sense of community around her. She was a well-known teacher of Kathak dance in the community. And we started talking about bringing her work into the professional artistic context. And as a result, she started creating dances. And her first dances were, well, I will say this, right from the beginning, her very first dances were very popular with the audience. And they were really a form of fusion. Now, thankfully, fusion has kind of gone by the wayside. And I think it's very important in a pluralistic society that people can express who I am.
Yes.
And I feel Usha has done that more and more with each piece that she's created. You know, her first pieces, I said, were fusions. And at least half of the dancers were Caucasian. Okay, that was great in terms of building community. But is that really authentic Indian dance? I think we have to agree the answer is no, it's not. It's a fusion of various cultures. But I feel that Usha has developed her work so that it's a very strong expression of what it means to be a person of South Asian heritage living in a new country, making a commitment herself to that country, and now expressing who she is. And for me, the most exciting element of that is the fact that Usha's students with whom she started when they were at a very young age are now professional dancers.
Wow.
Who dance in various parts of the world. And certainly the last tour of India that took place barely a year ago, I mean, was hugely successful. I mean, this was now Usha Gupta, a Canadian choreographer, bringing her work to India, the mother country, and performing a classical form. A classical form that, of course, has been animated by her time in Canada. We are who we are. We have no choice.
That's true.
We're always evolving. Our dancing is always evolving. What was so exciting for me as working with Usha through the creative process as the dramaturge, I was in all of the rehearsals. And I was in a dialogue with Usha. And we were working on things, clarifying things. The thing that happened in India is that, first of all, the tour received amazingly positive reviews.
Okay.
And every review mentioned how fresh her outlook on Kathak was. And you go, what does that mean? That means that life here in Canada has had influence on who Usha Gupta, the artist, is. She is now a Canadian dance artist of Indian heritage, whose work is based in a classical form, Kathak.
You can see someone not from our India, from Canada, who is giving real respect to our Indian dance form that is called Kathak. And if I'm not wrong, that is called true friend, who is always giving motivation towards friends like Pran and Ushama. Isn't it such a great? I'm actually getting very positive vibes from this conversation, and I believe that our Ushama, she is very, very blessed. Like this type of friends she is having, Bran is one of them. Am I correct, Bran?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Usha and I are very close friends now. And I think when people are artists, because I am also a choreographer, we have this connection that's called dancing.
Right.
You know, to me, dancing is such an amazingly beautiful human expression.
Here you are.
Yes, and like the tagline of my company is, without the dancing, there ain't no dance. Dancing is a human activity, but we dance differently. I mean, Western contemporary dance and Kathak are not the same thing, but they may have influence on each other, and they may exist together with respect inside a community.
So there is connection which we can't avoid.
Oh, exactly. It's impossible.
Right. Bran, let us know about yours, your life.
Well,
Today, where you are.
Well, I am a 69-year-old man from rural Alberta who, when he went to his first year of university, was introduced to dance, was introduced to dancing. And I went, oh my, this is who I am. And to the point that my whole career, my whole career has been about contemporary dance.
Wow.
And that's who I am.
So, can I say like this, that you always describe yourself throughout your dance?
Absolutely.
That is the definition of brand Webb?
Absolutely, I would agree with that statement. I would say that it's through dance and dancing that I relate to myself. And it's how I then able to express who I am to the rest of the world. And Usha has really opened my eyes. I mean, we have had 2 large trips to India together. I've seen dance and dancing in a whole different context. And that's very lively for me. I think if you're an artist, you are definitely a lively person who is full of question. What does this mean? Why are we doing this? And so being in India, and especially this last tour, where we toured many cities, 11 of them, all the way from Udaipur to the very south of India. I mean, I saw a very diverse India.
How did you like this?
Oh, I love this. And as a Westerner, I learned a lot because I wasn't really a tourist. I wasn't on the tourist map.
Okay.
I was on the map of dancing. And these dance performances. In the south, we were in Trivandrum, which is an amazing center of art.
Right, true.
Or Bangalore.
Bangalore, yes.
Which is an amazing center of art. Or we were in Udaipur, where there were 2 performances at a festival, and each performance had an audience of over 3,500 people. You do not see that in Canada. That's not a Canadian experience. That's an Indian experience. And that is an experience that I was able to have because of my friendship with Usha. It's very simple.
Wow. Yet this is jokes apart, but still I'm just saying you, I eat dance, I love dance, I dream dance, and I sleep dance. Do you believe on this thing?
Oh, absolutely. You know, dancing from what I was doing before coming to our interview today was dancing because I'm creating a new dance myself.
Wow.
So that is what we do. It's what we do.
Really, very, very, very great conversation. I think I do not have so much to say, but still there are more actually for you. आप लोगों के लिए बहुत कुछ और है. अभी मैं उषा माँ को बुलाना चाहती हूँ और आप लोग इस वक्त मिस्टर ब्रायन वेब और उषा गुप्ता जी को साथ साथ देखेंगे आप लोगों के सामने और उन लोगों की बातचीत भी सुनेंगे. आइए मिलते हैं उषा जी को ब्रायन जी के साथ.
कहाँ बैठे?
Please, Usha, come here.
Oh, you're coming in now
Yes.
too. Okay.
So,
That's what they made it.
Okay.
So, Usha ma, you are sitting right now with your one of best friend. That is
course.
Mr. Brand Wade.
No doubt about it.
And I'm sure
No
that
doubt.
you are having so much faith, love, and belief on your friend. So, anything else you people want to share with each other in front of our Sarvakal camera?
You know, Mr. Brian Webb used to be a artistic director of Canada Dance Festival. So I think you would love to know about that experience of him.
Well, when I was the director of the Canada Dance Festival, that was at the National Arts Centre in Ottawa.
Okay.
And it was our responsibility to bring the dance of every province to Ottawa. Now, just as we have been talking about our differences and our similarities, it's very obvious that if you live in St. John's, Newfoundland, you do not dance the same way we dance in Edmonton, Alberta.
I support you.
You know? And so we see diversity all over the place.
Exactly. That's very true.
We're living in the 21st century. Usha may be celebrating a classical Indian dance form that has a huge lineage.
Oh,
But she is still creating dances that are about Kathak dance today in Edmonton in the 21st century.
So it means creation, that is a very important part of an artist's life.
So it's what the artist's life is.
That's true.
It is creation.
Yes. It's all about creation.
Totally.
But Manisha, you asked me a little bit ago, Now my students, when they ask me, when I tell them that, do you like to do something like Bollywood or anything? Mind you, I'm not against of any form of dance.
Okay.
Because my idea is this, that if I love all the other nationalities' dance or any other culture, then only I can appreciate my own dance.
Very true. Very true.
So I teach these things to my children also, my students also. Somebody was saying like that, I don't want to criticize anybody, that's not part of my this thing. But what I do in the class to make the interest, but at the same time because they are motivated the way they like Indian classical dance, they want to come back to the same basic steps. The basic actual pure dance, which we say pure dance, pure Kathak, pure Bharatanatyam, pure Odissi, pure contemporary, pure modern. Everybody can't be a contemporary. I never heard the name contemporary before I came to Canada. I saw some dances in London when I used to visit UK with my husband, but I was not knowing what is contemporary. We were only saying that till today we are doing that thing only. And children like it here, born and brought up in Edmonton. Would you believe it? So that's what I'm trying to say, that how you put the thing.
Right.
Now Brian is a contemporary dancer. Brian is a contemporary dancer today also. He's not changing into Indian dance, though he has done Indian dancing with us.
So for me, I probably have, well, I'll tell you, it's not probably. I have a very different point of view than Usha just spoke about.
Okay.
Because it's obvious to me that how people dance today is not how people danced 20 years ago. And it is not how people danced 100 years ago. And I guarantee you, it's not how people danced 500 years ago. We're always animated by the time in which we live. But what Usha has taught me in her pursuit of classical dance, is the purity of the grammar. And it's once a student knows the purity of the grammar, they can take it into their own expression.
Yes, that's what it is happening. Very well said.
Yes.
That is where I'm coming. That is what, but he's very right that same dances are not at the moment outside, especially from outside from India or from any country, any dance.
Country.
The dance is there, Bharatanatyam is there, Kathak is there, but that purity is only those people that just now Brian said it, if the people start taking in their own way.
Well, and I just want to go back to something I said at the beginning about Usha's tour. Every single review talked about, oh, this is such a fresh look of Kathak. We haven't seen this before. But the grammar was the same.
Same.
But there was something different in it. And that's because her choreography is animated. It's not changed. It's animated
yes.
by her life in Canada. She has no choice. She's a living human being.
I have to have that culture
Right,
also.
exactly.
Now when Brian was working with me as a dramaturg, first day he came, he changed here and there. That was a contemporary piece which we were doing. He came and he changed, but I kept quiet. I sat like that. Though the choreography is mine.
But still.
But still,
Yes.
he was there as a dramaturg.
I think-
Dramaturg means that he can do.
I think, Usha, one of the biggest changes I suggested, which Usha wasn't sure she wanted to do this,
I was not doing.
but it was part of the highlight of the dance, is that we put Usha into the dance.
He brought me. He said no, and he was a lady. He was becoming lady. He was becoming Usha when he was telling me. And in the whole Tumri, I am doing. I'm in the show quite a bit. I'm 80% I'm in the show.
Why is that? It's because this is the story of Usha's life as a dancer. I felt for the audience to really appreciate it, they had to see her in it. Now, Usha's a most intelligent person. I do not know the poetry of Kabir, but Usha introduced the poetry of Kabir into the piece.
Kabir,
And
Kabir,
so-
very
Ki doha.
And so then I said to her, well, I think you should recite it live. Well, lots of people
Love
have
it.
comment like, ooh, this is what it's really about. This is an authentic expression of Indian culture.
Yeah.
An authentic expression of Indian culture animated by Usha's life in Edmonton.
No, but at the same time, I was not there. I was not in the show. I was wanting also that wear a sari and sit back and enjoy my own show. But I couldn't do that because he said,
No, I
you
said,
have
"No
to
way."
be in every part. But the strength of the show is you, he said. I said, no, Brian. He said, no, when you come on the stage, things are different.
Right. That's true.
You
That's
know,
very
so
true.
I was not even knowing. So he took me one after another, and then I'm 80% in the show. I'm everywhere.
That's good.
I'm coming.
It's
I
great.
went.
Yes, great.
Not only is it good, it's really beautiful.
Beautiful. That's
It's
right.
beautiful.
And no earrings, no necklace, no bangle, nothing, no diamond, nothing. He said, no, you're not going to, no sari.
Okay.
So I am in a very simple costume, absolutely simple. But you will see the simplicity of
So
the
that's
dance.
why he's your good friend, because
Yes.
he was able to create the pure form of Usha Gupta. That is a real pure form without any ornaments, anything.
Manisha, my dancers were saying, my dancer, I told you one of my dancer, Marla,
Right.
and she asked me many times, Usha auntie, we are not going to wear, Usha ji, we are not going to wear that. Doesn't look the hands like that. Brian is not understanding what you make him understand and all that. I said, no, I'm not going to tell him. Because if I taken him, I have to listen what he's saying. He said, now you are not going to wear anything. No, your rings are nothing, you know. But, and no girls, no, they will not wear. We got the costume, the jewelry made. No, they didn't wear. We did Sufi part. Harjiji, you will see the show. You will be going to stunning, you know. It's something out of this world which you people, I don't think you will ever say.
But I'm sure that Brian, he was correct. More than 100%. I'm sorry, but he was correct.
That's what I'm saying. Because the simplicity of the dance. What is dance? Dance can be without any jewelry or any, like Kumdri Bhan, you know, she doesn't give the dupatta. And I asked some one time, she doesn't give the dupatta.
Because if you're a good performer,
She said, no, the performer has to be the full body.
exactly.
She doesn't have to hide anything. That is her identification. She doesn't give the dupatta, you know that. Molly Bhai came so many times for workshop. I asked Molly Bhai, can I ask you one question? He said, no, this is her wish. She said that, no, the whole body should be seen. No dupatta. But I believe in dupatta. My girls also start believing. They are also believing from the beginning, dupatta looks so graceful, Usha ji. I said, no. Now I have taken him, I will not contradict. So I learned so many things from him.
Well, and that also made the dance more contemporary.
Contemporary. And then I'm saying that Kathak is in contemporary. How can I say that? But at the same time, the pure Tarana, pure Thumri, pure technical part is beauty, beauty, beauty. I will definitely say.
Well, and
My
this
artists have done such a great job. I can't.
I'd love to say that it was a really loyal suggestion from him. Definitely from his side. That's for sure.
well, what we were able to do, because this is not my dance form, and this is Usha's piece. She's the choreographer, not me. So the dialogue with Usha, and it's always this way, it's always very interesting. And I'm going to go back to using the poetry of Kabir. By taking something that really existed a long time ago, we can find a connection into contemporary life. I mean, you think from the early days of Kathak, which was a temple dance, I mean, it then became heavily influenced by the Mughal court.
Yes.
It became heavily influenced by colonialism. That's when it really became a theater art form. It wasn't a theater art form. And so that's what I mean. It's constantly evolving. Nothing in life stays the same.
Right. Very true.
It is true.
Yes.
You know?
And in Udaipur, they do a big festival. And Manisha, you can't imagine how people took it. Live music. And my dancers, my artists, all musicians and dancers. Amazing work. But Brian helped me through, in and out, 100%. He did stage managership. He did lighting. Total light system. I was not putting anything because I was busy in other things. He did.
Well, she was also a performer.
And I was a performer. That's another thing. I got started, that stress was there all the time that you have to go to the stage now.
I think sometimes the people who would work in the theater would go, who is this man? Why is he here? Who is he?
No, but you can't even imagine the organizers, how highly they were talking about it. How highly they were talking. He was a लैंप जलाया तब हमारे साथ मतलब सब जगह मैंने इनको इतना बड़ा आदर सत्कार
मतलब दिया प्रज्वलित करना चाहिए
सब जगह everywhere people were this is some life achievement.
So it means, can I consider like this way, that whether it is contemporary dance form or whether Kathak, there is something in between this which is same. Maybe there is the feelings or way we are taking the different forms, but there's something which is same. That's why we can connect to each other.
I think what's the same is our humanity.
Okay.
We're all human beings.
Because he's from totally different part of dance, okay, but he still motivated you or given such ideas where you are also overwhelmed.
Well, absolutely. You are absolutely. But at the same time, I'm talking about the dancers, the purity of the tukadas. Here I would like to say this thing as a strong Kathak dancer. The purity of the tukada is the same thing. If I am speaking any tukada will be the same. It was 25 years ago. Dhata ka tunga, dhage digeta. How old is this tukada? Almost 75, 89, 90 years old. I'm doing till today this tukada. Every artist doing. Samita Datta must have done last year. 100% she must have done it. So at the same time, there is a contemporary coming.
Brian,
how we are changing into that.
What do you say? Without humanity, anything common?
Well, I feel I do not believe in universal languages. Okay, I feel that the way people communicate in India, I'm talking as a Westerner now. I thought India was India. But I have learned by going to India with Usha and not being a tourist, but living with Indian people, that India is a very diverse country of many languages. And so it's not universal.
Except language, is there anything you have felt for India? Something else?
Well, I love India.
What about
I
what
love
about
Indian food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And-
Even Bengali is very beautiful.
yeah.
Okay.
But I also
Speaking Bengali is very beautiful.
I also love simply being in India.
Okay.
So there's something about it, I guess we could say, appeals to me. I know what it
Easily.
is too, but it's a different topic. But there's no question, as complicated as the spirituality of India is, I'm drawn to that. As an individual, I'm speaking now.
I got it.
Okay?
Yes. So, is there any wish to further visit India?
Oh, I'll be back to India again without doubt. I was supposed to be going to it. I was supposed to be in India right now.
Right now.
And it's because of the COVID virus. I cannot be there right now.
Okay.
But I want to say something. He is doing a show,
Okay.
his own show, his own Western show. He's taking an Indian musician
Okay.
and he's visiting India, Bangalore,
Okay.
next year. He was supposed to go now.
Only Bangalore?
But he'll go to Bangalore, Bombay, or maybe one or two more
Yeah.
places.
Okay. Okay.
Just to, but he's working
But
with
this
somebody.
is also what
He's
I
working
mean
with somebody.
about not being a tourist. I don't want to go to India to be a tourist. If I'm going to go to Bangalore, I want to immerse myself in Bangalore.
How do you like Bangalore? Because
Well,
I'm also from Bangalore.
I love Bangalore.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Anytime.
So, have you visited Ravi Shankar Ashram?
No, I
Because
have
that is a part of the spiritual part. The place is very beautiful.
not. Okay, yeah.
अच्छा, I'll go next time.
Yeah.
बिल्कुल आपको जाना चाहिए.
वो दीपक है ना, दीपक जिसने सारंगी बजाई आपके, वो काम कर रहा है ब्राइन. He's working with him. He's here now.
Oh.
Deepak is here.
Yeah,
And
Deepak's
he
here.
especially came for his work. He's starting with him the work preparation from next week.
So, when you are planning to visit India again next year?
I
21?
hope in May of 21, because we have a residency at Atakalari Center for the Performing Arts and New Technologies in Bangalore.
Atta Kilari, Jayachandran.
Oh,
You know Jayachandran, very famous artist.
Yes.
Bangalore, you must be knowing.
Yeah.
She is Bengali, but they start living now Bangalore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I'm saying.
Yeah.
He called him, he brought his company here.
oh, so अगर ये मई में जाते हैं, फिर जुलाई तक वापस आ जाएंगे. That's
Oh, ये तो 3 week के लिए जा
अच्छा,
रहा है.
okay. मुझे लगा maybe
Only 2 weeks he will
Okay.
go for his work. And then July is our show. So by the way, we must celebrate. Harjeet ji has taken my show, Khoj in Calgary.
Yay. I think Calgarians will like it very much.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
to begin with, beautiful dancing. The dancers are really good.
that's for sure.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
and so you just go, okay.
Western dances, he's talking. Western dances are in Calgary very good. No
Yeah.
doubt about it.
So why only Calgary? What about other?
Oh, it's no.
No, it always happens. Like some places are good for, like Edmonton is very good for Indian dances, Indian music. Everything. It's a very versatile city, I must
what
say. Indian
about
culture.
Western?
Western
dances?
also very good. He's the creator. He's everything.
Yes,
You know, he was teaching dance now, so he has all the students of even Calgary. So many students are his students.
So definitely you can consider Bran as one of king.
King of dances, yes.
Contemporary
No.
dancing.
Yeah,
No,
he
I
is. In
I
Western-
really disagree with that a lot.
No, he is. I mean, his students are all over.
Yeah, but as I said earlier, dancing is my life. But I really believe in how every one of us has the opportunity to contribute.
Yeah.
That's what's great about being Canadian.
Bran, I don't know whether I should approach you or not, but I think our viewers, maybe they would love to see that. Anything a little bit from your dance form, if you just show us in front of
No.
camera.
No, that he will
No,
not.
I won't do that. No, I need, I'm not dressed properly.
Okay.
And,
The next time, next
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's proper studio.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Not like
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
thank you so much, Brian, for today. Because I think for our Sarvakal live program, this is the first time we are having you. And we are so much glad to have you here.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Plus it's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
And we are giving so much our heartiest thanks to Usha ji. Because of her, you are here.
Yeah.
And
No, I wanted because he's a very big, he's leading a very big role in my life and in my career, most dance career, I'm saying. So that's very important that people should know that being Canadian and being in Canada, I have adopted many good things from here, and I have got a lovely success for that reason. Because if you start thinking that you are your own, no, you have to cultivate, you have to make relations between other dances, between other artists, you know. And I tried my best, and I think I'm okay, you know. And out of that kind of atmosphere, I've got such wonderful people like Brian, you know. Like
Well,
my
it's
other
all
people.
about building relationships.
Yeah, so that's very important. How you get those things which you must be thinking you are very young, according to me. But when we used to be children, we used to say, oh, how the Western people were. They are so beautiful. You know, we used to think like nightmare dreams we used to have. Can we go there? You know how they take those baskets and they go to the meadows and all that. When we used to hear the story, you remember? My time, you know, that was our old time now.
oh
So-
my God.
So, but now I'm thinking they are also the same human being the
Of
way
course,
we are.
of course.
But the things are little bit, why not take it? And it's so easy to take and adopt their things. They feel lovely. They feel lovely, as I told you about Lorelai Loveridge, Bobby, Tamra, Jerry. I mean, they love my thing. They love anything little I do. I wear all my Indian clothes. They love it. I love them, or they love me. So what else you want? You know. So that is what.
So, Ushama, can I say like this way? As per as mathematics language, inside first bracket, 32 years, with the ratio of Brad Wave, brackets is closed. Is that okay? Do you think I'm justified?
What did you say?
Inside the first bracket, 32 years, ratio, brand wave, bracket is closed.
Yeah. Certainly.
Am I justifying the
You are
friendship?
justifying, absolutely. I have
I
to.
think so.
I'm not bothered for anything. I have to say what I felt about Brian. You know, because it's not easy, Manisha. It's not easy.
I know.
The likability of the work. I'm talking about only work. The work. He must have liked my work. Nothing else. He must have liked my way of doing work, my way of producing or creating new things. Total original. Total original. All my 6 shows he presented. Total original. That's what he liked. You know, that's why he was accepting me every time. Even now he wants to take my show again. I'm doing on music. I'm doing an ensemble, music ensemble. Vadevrind, in all the musicians. Some are mostly from Canada, and some are from India. I started already working on that. This time not dance, singing. I will also sing. Major singing will be mine.
So
And
is there
do
any
artist
particular
artistry.
form of singing would be there?
Classical, light,
Okay.
ensemble,
Okay.
and together. Oh, what ideas I have. I'm tell you, beautiful.
Group song?
Huh?
Group song also.
Group
be there.
songs, not like group means not 4 students. No students, only professionals. And myself, I haven't sung from the last 3-4 years. I sing always on my show. And Brian love my singing. And here people also give me very good response when I sing. I did chanting, throughout chanting for first show. Indian chanting,
Right, got it.
भूमिका chanting. वास से शुरू करा. गंगा दिखाई मैंने. Shiv दिखाया with Canadian dancers. One day I think you people will come. I will show you my clips. I'll send you the clips, little clips. I will send you.
Definitely, because
So those are, you will be surprised to see those shows.
That's for sure. Because please don't think that it would be my last visit in Edmonton.
No.
Because I'm feeling more.
She's telling me. She asked me, "Can I tell you, Ma? Ma means mother." So I allowed her.
Okay.
And today, definitely, I want to express my new wish. When I'll be 67 or 70, I wish I will have a friend like him, Brian.
Very good, you will have.
I don't know whether I'll have or not, but that is my wish from today. That's for sure. Because Brian Webb, a personality which is attached with Mrs. Usha Gupta, that is unforgettable. We can't even avoid this name. That's why I said 32 साल और ब्रांड वेव एक नाम काफी
और
है
अभी भी गुजरेंगे
और अभी
And
भी
some more are
आने
coming.
वाले टाइम में भी he will be attached with
You're
her
teasing
name.
me.
Some
Okay.
more will be there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank
Good.
you so much.
There we are. Thanks.
Thank you. दोस्तों, हाँ, हमारा सिलसिला बातचीत के जारी है विदुषी उषा गुप्ता जी के साथ। और इस वक्त हम उस पड़ाव पे आके पहुंचे जहाँ पे हमें ना चाहते हुए भी ख़त्म करनी है आज के ये प्रोग्राम। और इस उम्मीद के साथ हम ख़त्म करेंगे ताकि नेक्स्ट टाइम फिर हम एडमिंटन आए या फिर उषा जी को कैलगरी बुलाए और उनकी इंटरव्यू करें। बस मेरी दिली ख्वाहिश यही है कि आगे ये सिलसिला और जारी रहे, आगे और आगे। तो आइए चलते उषा जी से अलविदा लेते हैं, उनके स्वागत करते हुए कि उषा जी बहुत बहुत थैंक यू। आज आपने इतनी देर तक सर्वकाल लाइव में हमारे साथ बातचीत की, आपकी जिंदगी के जो इतने कीमती लम्हे जो आपने बिताई है वो सारा कुछ हमारे साथ साझा किया। और मैं तो आगे ये उम्मीद करती हूँ कि ऐसे ही मैं घंटों बैठ के आपसे बातें करूँ, लेकिन हमारे शो खत्म करने की टाइम भी हो रही है। और इस उम्मीद के साथ अलविदा लेना चाहेंगे कि दोबारा आपके पास आए, आपके स्नेह, आपके प्यार मिले, आपके आशीर्वाद मिले और ऐसे बातचीत आगे भी कभी ना कभी और चलते रहे।
नमस्कार और बहुत बहुत थैंक यू मनीषा, और बहुत बहुत थैंक्स हरजीत जी का और सर्वकाल लाइव का
जी।
और मैं बस यही कहूँगी कि आप लोगों ने जो एक मुद्दा उठाया है आर्टिस्टिक लोगों का
जी।
और आर्टिस्ट लोगों का, उनका अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताना, और लेकिन हमको जुबा पे काम करना है, यंग लोगों के साथ काम करना है और उनको हमने प्रेरित करना है, उनको हमें इंस्पायर करना है कि डांस और गाना लाइफ में बहुत अहम रखता है, महत्व रखता है, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस रखता है। और सब बच्चे टैलेंटेड होते हैं, सबको कुछ ना कुछ जरूर आता होता है और हमारा फर्ज है
खोज करना,
उनको खोज लेना और उनको बाहर निकालना, उनका टैलेंट बाहर निकालना। तो मैं उसको कमिटमेंट से बंद करती हूँ कि मेरा यही एक मैसेज है कि अपनी कमिटमेंट को पूरा करने की कोशिश करिएगा और इस लाइन पे चलने की, कुछ सीखने का हमेशा ध्यान रखिएगा। और एक बात याद रखिए कि हर इंसान, हर बच्चा, हर यंग पर्सन एक कोई ना कोई टैलेंट अपने दिल में ज़रूर रखता है जिसको उसे पूरा करना चाहिए। और हम उसके साथ हैं, हम उनके साथ हैं। कभी भी किसी को कोई भी किसी तरीके की कोई हेल्प चाहिए हो तो यू पीपल कैन कॉन्टेक्ट मी। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
आपने सुना कितने प्यारा सा मैसेज उषा जी ने दिया हमारे सोसाइटी के लिए, उन बच्चों के लिए जो ऑलरेडी इस आर्ट फॉर्म में इंक्लूडिंग है, जो आना चाहते हैं, आ चुके हैं, और साथ साथ में हमारे सर्वकाल का जो म्यूजिक टीम है उन सब के लिए, सब मेंबर्स के लिए उषा जी की तरफ से उन्होंने जो मैसेज दिया, बहुत ही प्यारा मैसेज। हम सबको बहुत 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 आभारी व्यक्त करना चाहिए उषा जी के लिए कि ऐसा प्यार, ऐसा समा बांधने का मौका दिया उन्होंने उनके साथ हमें। और आगे चल के उनसे हम ज़रूर अलविदा लेने से पहले इतना उनसे कहेंगे कि फिर मिलेंगे, क्योंकि अलविदा तभी कही जाती है जब फिर मिलने की वादा होता है। थैंक यू दोस्तों, थैंक यू उषा जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।